Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can create a data source for your merge documents in Word using the table functions that we learned earlier in Word. So we saw that in order to accomplish a mail merge, we must have a data source. And in the same section where you can select a pre-existing data source, you can also select a command that would allow you to create your own data source using Word. To do this, display the Mail Merge helper by selecting Tools and Mail Merge from the menu bar. Select the type of document to create and choose whether to create it using the active window or using a new blank document. And in step 2, where it says Get Data, click the button and then choose Create Data Source. This launches the Create Data Source dialog box. And in this box, you will need to name your fields that you want the data source to contain. Now, Word supplies you with some default fields that are fairly standard in most address tables. If you would like to remove any or all of those fields, select the fields to remove from the Field Names and Header Row section, and then click Remove Field Name to remove it from the table. To add a new field name, type the name into the Field Name text box, and then click Add Field Name. That then will appear in the Field Names and Header Row section as a new field for your data source. You can also change the order of the fields here as well. Field names can be selected and then moved up or down by clicking on the field you want to move in the list and using the 2 arrows to the right of that box. Click up or down to move them through the list. So when you're done modifying the structure of your data source, simply click OK. This then launches the Save As dialog box into which you have to type a name for your data source. So I'll call this Data Source 2000 and click Save to save your changes to the actual data source. At that point, it tells us that the data source we've created contains no records, and we can add new records to the data source by choosing Edit Data Source, or add merge fields to the document by choosing Edit Main Document. An easy way to begin entering and editing and deleting records in your data source is to simply click Edit Data Source. That brings up the data form. And here's where we'll do the actual entry, which we'll look at in the next lesson.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.